All right, so this is day 2 of multiplying exponents using that product rule. So remember, we only use the base once when possible. So in this case, we have a base of 12. So this would be 12 to the 7th power because 4 plus 3 is 7. So then that one is as simple as that. Now here we have a whole bunch of negatives going on. If you notice, the -5 is in parentheses, so it's going to stay that way. And then we have -2 plus 7. So this would give us actually 5. So then it would be -5 to the 5th power. We saw this one very similar in our video from yesterday. Again, similar to what we saw yesterday, we have multiplication, we have different values. So remember, order doesn't matter. So this could be 4 times 9 times z to the 5th times z to the -12. So 4 times 9 is 36, and then we have z to the -7. Of course, with z being to the -7, that can be okay, or you could put it over 1. So then you would have 36 over z to the 7th, making it a +7. Even this, 36 times 1 over z to the 7th. All of those things mean the same thing. All right, here's something a little bit different. We're going to simplify this guy. So again, remember, order doesn't matter. So this would be 2 times 9 times 3 times a times b to the 4th times a squared. So here we have some different variables that we're looking at. So when I go through these, 2 times 9 times 3 would be 54. Now the a's, I have an exponent of 1 and an exponent of 2. So this would be a to the 3rd power. And then b to the 4th stays b to the 4th because they don't have the same base. So this would be simplified. I know it doesn't really look it, but it is. All right, now this is where it can get tricky because we're talking about scientific notation. So when we look at scientific notation, in this case it talks about the mass, 1 cubic meter of water has a mass of 9.98 times 10 to the 5th grams. Each gram of water contains 3.34 times 10 to the 22nd molecules of water. About how many molecules of water does the droplet of water show below? So, what I want to talk about first of all is setting this up. So, the water droplet is 1.13 times 10 to the -7th. That's one piece. The next piece is how many droplets or molecules of water. So then this would be times 3.34 times 10 to the 22nd. Then it talks about the mass. So in this case, it would be 9.98 times 10 to the 5th. Now, I know it seems kind of odd to be multiplying all of those, but it is how we would be handling that. So first of all, again, going back to the fact that order doesn't matter, this would be 1.13 times 3.34 times 9.98. So when I go to multiply those guys, 1.13 times 3.34 times 9.98, that gives us 37. We'll go 67, we'll round. But I still have that 10 to the -7th times 10 to the 22nd times 10 to the 5th. So in this case, all our bases are 10. So then I'm going to combine those exponents. So 22 plus 5 is 27 plus a -7 is 20. So in this case, we would have times 10 to the 20th power. Now we do have a problem here. This 37.67 is not in scientific notation. Remember, scientific notation, your values must fit between 1 and 9. So when I look at this, I have to do a little bit of adjusting. Let me see here. So I'm actually going to move this decimal to the left once, and by doing that, that increases this one time because I'm having to move it an extra time. So then our solution will be 3.77, we'll round a little bit more, times 10 to the 21st power. Sorry, I know that got a little bit messy there. And it would be 3.77 times 10 to the 21st molecules of water. A little